Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
All right, a lot to cover as winter makes a big-time return. In the short term, we're really watching a line of some heavy snow associated with an Arctic cold front. This is not the storm for tomorrow, but rather a separate weather system. And we've had reports of thunder and snow in the Springfield area. So that tells me that this is what we call convective snow. In other words, it comes down brief and heavy, doesn't last very long, but it's associated with an Arctic cold front. So everything behind this blue line, the temperature just tumbles out. Ahead of the front, the temperatures really aren't that bad right now. As the squall line comes through, any snow, because the temperatures are fairly mild right now, would tend to melt on the pavement. But because the temperatures will drop rapidly behind the front, some wet spots could freeze up, especially in our northern suburbs. So be aware of that. You may get the visibility reduced for, say, 10-15 minutes and a brief heavy snow squall, and then the whole thing moves out. In the meantime, it's quiet in Providence. The temperature at 40, the wind's west at 8, so clearly the Arctic front has not come through yet. Temperatures are relatively mild. Here's the breakdown as far as Tuesday's storm. During the daylight hours, most of the time it's fine. In fact, the morning will be dry, no problems. And even during the afternoon, just some light snow showers later in the day. But by tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, that's the brunt of the steadier and heavier snow and wind. Heaviest from 7 o'clock tomorrow evening till 7 a.m. on Wednesday. Very cold. All snow. There's no sleet or rain mixing in. And because the snow will fall and temperatures that are quite cold, it'll tend to be kind of dry and fluffy. It's easy to blow around. 4 to 9 inches of snow expected by noontime Wednesday statewide. Now that's a pretty wide range right in here, so I'll show you a more specific accumulation map in just a second. Here's the wider view showing that strip of snow out ahead of the Arctic cold front. And again, behind this line, the temperature's really dropping off. And that's the other big weather story, not just the snow coming up, but also bitterly cold temperatures for the remainder of the week, just around the corner. Futurecast at 7 o'clock this evening is hinting at some of these snow squalls to our north and west, briefly heavy, coming through between roughly 7 and 9 o'clock this evening. Afterwards, it's fine. Tomorrow morning, it's actually dry. No problems heading out to work, heading out to school. And even during the late afternoon, it should, well, by mid-afternoon, it should be okay. But by tomorrow evening for the commute, you can see the steady and heavier snow starting to work in, lasting all of tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. Here we are, midnight tomorrow night into at least early Wednesday morning, and then finally pulling away by early Wednesday afternoon. How much snow by Wednesday noontime? Statewide, 6 to 9. The further north and west you go, 4 to 6. This includes all of the Providence metro area. From roughly New Bedford eastward towards the Cape and east coastal Mass, 9 or more inches of snow. Clearly enough to shovel and plow. So dry and frigid tomorrow morning, giving it the green traffic light. No problems as far as snow. Light snow developing mid to late afternoon. Look how cold it is, only in the lower 20s. And then wind-blown heavy snow. Here's the brunt of your storm tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, spilling over into Wednesday morning. That is not a typo. That's the real deal. Only 16 above zero Wednesday afternoon. Thursday and Friday are frigid. Temperatures moderate a little bit over the weekend in the lower 30s with some light snow on Saturday. So while we're all concerned about the storm system for tomorrow, in the short term now until, well, actually from about 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock this evening, a brief snow squall that may coat the ground. You can download the Channel 12 app through iTunes on your iPhone or on your Android smartphone as well. Boy, talk about winter making a big-time return this week.
You know, it was too good to be true.
Yeah, and of course it's going to affect our ride home, too.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Tony.